Jeff, did you talk to Jimmy? Just what are the emotions when you see somebody like that on the floor and obviously in a lot of pain and struggling to get off the floor, even with help from teammates?
I haven't talked to him since the game, but you never like to see a situation like that, especially somebody as tough as he is. And you're praying for the best, obviously, with scans and all that, and we'll figure it out. But hopefully he's all right.
Steph, obviously, the games keep coming, no matter how long he's out. If he misses a period of time, what is going to change the most for you guys?
I don't know. I won't talk about him being out until we know what's going on. But the way we played down the stretch of the game tonight, BP being aggressive scorer, Buddy coming in, staying ready, knocking down shots, Moses, and then Al off the bench. Like, we're going to have to do it by committee if anybody goes down. But we'll figure out what the plan ahead is depending on what's going on.
How would you describe the season he has had so far up until this point?
Who, Jimmy?
Jimmy.
He's all reliable. I think he makes his presence felt in pretty much every game, and I think the idea of what he does for us is he just meets whatever moment it is, whether he needs a score, whether he gets everybody organized defensively, what he does, all his playmaking. So I think since the trade deadline last year and, the way we ended last year and this season, he's done exactly what he's supposed to do.
Hey, Steph, I was curious, how did it feel to go up against Andrew tonight?
It was fun. If I'm not mistaken, I missed the last 2 games in Miami, so that was my first time playing against him, if I'm not mistaken. And you can't help but smile when you see Wiggs. He just has a presence about him. I love the celebration at the end. It seems so long ago, but you realize how much he meant to our organization over the years, and especially with that championship and him being his first time back. I'm glad he got the reception that he deserved, because he'll be a legend in Warriors history for a lot of reasons.
Steph, how proud are you of this win, despite no Draymond, no Melton, and then losing Jimmy in the second half tonight?
It's kind of a continuation of just the level that we've been playing recently, and just the clarity on how we're trying to create good offense, and our defense showing up. First half they play really fast and they challenge you to get back in transition. But once we felt the speed, we kind of settled in and got back to sound defensive execution. Took care of the ball. Like, all the things that we know going into a game are going to help us win. We did that tonight, and it's a good sign no matter who's out there that guys stepped up. BP, Buddy, and Al especially, were the difference makers tonight.
Hey, Steph, back here. With the win tonight, this is the longest win streak of you guys of the season. With Jimmy going down, how do you plan to keep the momentum and keep the streak going?
Like I said, we won't talk much about Jimmy until we know what's going on. But again, it's about how we finish the game tonight. Play with energy, have each other's backs. No matter who's out there, take care of the basketball, play aggressive, play with confidence. Very simple ideas, but you just have to go out and do it. And I'm glad, like when Jimmy got hurt, how we finished that, next 16 minutes or whatever it was pretty impressive.
Step back here. All-Star game coming up. You were voted as the starting guard. At your age, for you to be voted, I think you're the oldest person to be voted the position. What does that mean to you at this stage of your career?
I love the fact that pretty much every acknowledgement you get at this point is you're the oldest to do something. So don't ever take that for granted. I appreciate everybody who voted, my teammates who continue to set the table for me to do what I do and keep pushing the envelope on what's possible at this stage of my career. So I'm very grateful, and I'm gonna enjoy the weekend. But just the idea that I can get back to that level year after year, and the work that goes into it, you know, I love it, and I hopefully I have a couple more in the future. But this is pretty special for sure.
Steph over here. Can you describe? You were on the court at the time. You described the play when Jimmy got hurt, and as you mentioned, he's such a sort of tough, durable guy. What was your sort of immediate reaction to the sight of him being down like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's something you hadn't seen before, and usually you expect him to get up and even if he just can't finish the game, just kind of get off the sideline. But just told him to take his time, figure out what he needed in that moment, and it's kind of funny. He was still cracking jokes over there while he was on the ground in true Jimmy fashion. Always going to have a good time no matter what the situation is. I do love that perspective and that part of his personality. Even the worst of a moment, he was still having a good time. He was trying to get to the free throw line. He said it was 2 shots.
I don't know what the plan was going in for the back-to-back step, but you not having to go back in the fourth, late in the fourth, does that make it much more likely that you would play tomorrow, or do you not know?
I don't know yet. I'm about to go have that conversation right now. Sorry for the short answer. I really don't know. Yeah.
Steph, I know you said you liked Brandon's aggressiveness. Do you know what was going on between him and the Miami bench in the fourth quarter specifically?
I don't, but anytime BP's going out talking, whatever gets that BP out, I love it. So I'll let them have their moment, whatever's going on, But he got the best of it tonight.
Steph, going back to the winning streak, have you noticed any difference in the locker room from the beginning to the season to this beginning of the second half of the season?
Actually, not at all. We have the same vibe. The same energy in there. Nobody likes losing, so there are moments of the season when you lose 2, 3 in a row. Like it's not as chipper as it usually is, but we do have a good chemistry and a good bond in there and a good environment where that's the only way you can kind of bounce back and put together a run like this if you're together. So we got to keep capitalizing off of that. Knowing I think everybody in the room likes each other. Like we like playing with each other, and hopefully that leads to more success.
Great, thank you. We'll have Steve up here.